ushering us into the new school year. That was 180 school days ago. I hope that we would all use our time to make positive change, no matter if that looked different for each of us. Today is our 180th day of senior year, and I hope that every one of those 180 days was filled with joy and memories you'll keep with you. It's okay is a statement I've heard thousands of times. It isn't interesting, it isn't spectacular or profound, but after hearing it about every time someone asked, "What's next?" it came to mean a little bit more. Throughout my high school career, I've struggled a lot with my future being unknown. I don't know if it's been the same for any of you, but for the past couple of months, college and the next steps were the only focus, not making the most of senior year. The future was something that everyone cared about, and I had nothing. No plan at all. It wasn't for lack of trying or tears, but so far it proved to be one of the most difficult seasons of my life. Everyone around me had plans. They were excited about their future, and they knew where they were headed. My fears of the future aren't a secret. By the second semester, I was willing to let someone map out my entire life, and I would follow directions happily. Mr. Bradley is a family friend, mentor, and now past teacher of mine. He's the one who had to make me believe that it's okay. It's all okay. Plenty of people have said it before, but he got me to accept it. We are all beginning a new season, and that's okay. Some days will be darker before the sun comes back out, and growing pains are real, and that's okay. If you can't wait to get out of this place, it's okay. And if you're ready to deepen your roots right where you are, it's okay. It's okay to have felt the emotions of senior year, the panic, the excitement, the dread and fear, and the joy of our last moments as kids. It's okay to count down the time for the end of school, or to miss West High deeply because of the friends and memories we made. We are all getting new beginnings, and with that comes so many emotions. We are all entering a new season, but we're not all entering the same season, and it will all be okay. It's okay doesn't mean you're indifferent. It doesn't mean you're without passion or drive, and it doesn't mean you're being lazy or sad or basic. It's okay is supposed to be inspiring. The world has been changing a lot. We are a generation that is having to adapt fast. It's okay that we don't know it all, and it's okay that we're going to try our best to navigate. We are the class of 2024. We are bright and will do great things in our next seasons. But even when we fail, and even when we have to turn around, we're left with overwhelming amounts of unknowns. It's okay. We are all okay. Thank you.
When I was selected as a graduation speaker, I had no idea what to write about. However, the idea hit me the other day when I was doing the New York Times crossword. Every answer down was the word axiom. Ironically, like the nerd I am, I have a favorite axiom, the axiom of equality. If you recall back to geometry, which may seem like a million years ago for some of us, we learned that an axiom is a statement that is always regarded as true. The axiom of equality states that x always equals x. It must be equivalent to itself. Hanya Yagihara wrote how this axiom has a sort of uniqueness to it, since its very elementalness can never be altered. As humans, we prove this axiom daily. Each one of us is our own variable, whether it's x, y, z, or even the number 10. All our past experiences, good or bad, have shaped us into the person we are today, and every experience has led us to be who we are meant to be. The context surrounding x may change, but fundamentally, x will always hold its value. Throughout your life, there will always be factors that will try to manipulate your identity. For example, it could be something simple, like multiplying x by 2, or some long, nasty calculus equation. These factors will actually help you define and discover the true value of x. Although they can be painful, they are not necessary, because they remind us no matter what happens to X, X in the end will always be X. As we start the next chapter of our lives, I want you to remember who you are and embrace it. Don't mold yourself to fit into a future you think is ideal. Rather, let yourself shape your future. Stay firm in your beliefs and don't compromise yourself to fit in. There's a reason X will never equal Y. You aren't living your life for others, so partake in activities that bring you joy and strive to excel in them. Don't let others' opinions discourage you from trying to pursue your passions and let rare opportunities pass by you. No one wants to be old at a nursing home one day regretting their choices because they didn't fill their lives doing things they love. Each and every one of us prove this axiom every day. So class of 2024, never forget who you are. We are going to do great things. Congratulations.
In our lives. A moment we have all been eagerly anticipating, yet one that brings a mix of emotions as we bid farewell to the familiar halls and classrooms of Morristown West. This year, we experienced many lasts. Our last time stepping on that field, court, track, or stage. Our last homecoming and Spirit Week, our last prom, and so much more. Before we know it, we will all be experiencing many firsts, regardless of what the future holds for each of us. Whether you're going to college or getting a job, attending trade school, or joining the military, and so on. My advice to you, class of 2024, is to always remember where you came from. Remember the people who cheered you on in your darkest and hardest seasons. Never forget the moments and memories you made in the last 4 years. The ones that shaped you into the person that you are today. The biggest lesson I learned during my senior year was that I was made for more than me. If you know me well enough, you know that I have a sweatshirt that has that phrase printed on the front of it. This phrase reminds me that I was made for more than the life I lived between the walls of West High School. I was made for more than any opinion or assumption put on my name. I was made for more than any lie I ever believed about myself. I was created to love those around me and to show Jesus in everything that I do. In Esther 4:14, Mordecai tells Esther that she was created for such a time as this. My advice to you in this is to remember that you were made for so much more. You were created in the exact way and time that you were intended. So, live in the moment. Live every day like you were created to do more than you ever dreamed possible. As I leave you here today, I pray each of you trust the process and the plan that the Lord has for you. Be bold and confident in all that you do. Remember that you were created for so much more. I love you all and am beyond proud of everything that we have accomplished over the last 4 years together. And as always, go Trojans.
Kind of get my heart rate down anytime you can hear math. It does it for me. Class of 2024, it seems like only yesterday that I stood in front of you on that very first day that you entered the hallowed halls of Trojan Nation. Like many that had come before you, you had donned the full armor of overconfidence that only freshmen can truly appreciate. Determined to hide from the world the almost unbearable fear of the unknown as you began a new and uncertain portion of your life. And who could blame you as the entire world faced a very uncertain time in its history? You may not recall the specifics of our message that day, but I certainly do. It was on that first day that we pledged every incoming student our commitment to providing you with the opportunities to dream your own dream, no matter how big, to shape your own individual futures. While it's always been central to our vision at West High School to help every student explore and discover his or her own unique passions, the events occurring at that time and the fallout afterwards have made us recognize the true importance of belonging to a group and of aspiring to goals bigger than our individual selves. The isolation brought on by those events and by an evolving self-absorption throughout the world has made it abundantly clear just how much we need others in our lives. I submit to you that as we wrestle as a nation over pronoun usage, that the real debate should not center around gender-based issues, but rather around the insistence upon using the pronouns I, me, and mine instead of the far more powerful we, us, and ours. Yes, your individual goals and responsibilities remain important, but when they become a component of our collective visions, true synergy, the almost magical concept of the sum becoming far greater than the individual parts, can be achieved. As we sang our alma mater tonight, I hope you saw it as far more than just a tradition or a filler in the program. I hope you felt the power in the words of knowing that tonight you become a group of literally thousands who carry the Trojan spirit now and evermore. Graduates, as you move on to the next phases of your life, whether you choose to take your considerable talents across the country, across the ocean, or across the street to pursue your own unique passions, please know that there are still no limitations on the size of your dreams. No matter what obstacles you may encounter in meeting your individual goals, and no matter how large the battle you must wage to determine your future, you will not be alone, but rather carry with you the full power of the Trojan nation. I urge you to never forget, once a Trojan, always a Trojan. Mr. Bunch, these students have met all the requirements as set forth by the Tennessee State Department of Education and the Hamlin County Board of Education. It is with great pride that I present the graduating class of Morristown Hamlin High School West of 2024 for your comments and for the conferring of their diplomas.
So good afternoon, everyone. It is an honor to be with you today. I would ask that we give a round of applause for the Air Force JROTC and the professionalism they demonstrated as they brought out the colors, please. And I really think we need to give another round of applause to the choir. That was absolutely beautiful. Very nice. I'm going to start tonight with a thank you to all of the law enforcement officials who are working tonight's event, as well as all of our own SROs. Last year, when I spoke at this graduation, we as a district had a total of 4 SROs. Today, through the hard work of our county, Sheriff Mullins, Captain Cribley, and support from the County Commission and the Mayor, we have SROs in all but one of our schools, and we have someone ID'd to be in that one. They deserve our respect. They keep our schools and our students and our staff safer, and we are thrilled that they are doing the job that they are. I also want to add my welcome to our elected officials in attendance. Thank you for your service. You serve in interesting times with a lot of pressure, and I greatly appreciate the support you've given us as the Hamlin County Department of Education. I want to extend an extra special welcome to the Hamlin County School Board. On behalf of the Department of Education, thank all of you for your continued strong support of education and support of the students of Hamlin County. Without your efforts, these students would not have had the same educational experience or be as well prepared to go out into the world as they are tonight. So thank you. To the faculty at West High, congratulations. You have poured your heart and soul into educating and preparing these young men and women to chase their dreams. I applaud your professionalism and your dedication. Many of these students have probably stopped by over the last bit to say thank you, or at least I hope they have. Please know that those who have thanked you and many, many more will return and say thank you for the profound difference you have made in their lives. Many of them just don't know yet how much you've impacted them. I frequently say the Hamilton County Department of Education is shaping Hamilton County's future, one student at a time. You, the faculty and the administrators and the counselors up here are where the rubber meets the road to make what I say reality. Can we please give the faculty of West High a resounding round of applause? Parents and guardians, congratulations. They made it. If you're like me with our sons, there were days I questioned if we would ever get to this point. Tonight it is also for you to celebrate this major life milestone. You have guided these young men and women to successfully garnering a diploma. You should be very proud of that accomplishment. To the graduates, sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? Congratulations. You have persevered and gotten your diploma. My hope for each of you is that tonight is a milestone on your life's journey and not a final destination. Each of you has different dreams and goals you want to chase. Continue to learn and grow in knowledge, particularly in your desired field, so you remain competitive. Life is a competition. And as you move into adulthood and adulting, gone are the days of participation trophies. Be a continuous learner and work to make yourself the best in your chosen field, and work to make yourself a better human being. I encourage you to chase your dreams with passion and perseverance. Dr. Angela Duckworth in the book Grit postulates that our accomplishments in life are more a factor of our passion and perseverance than they are our innate talent. Talent alone simply is not enough. I have witnessed a lot of very talented people give up the first time they face a challenge. I hate to break it to you, graduates, but you're going to get knocked down. And you're going to get bumps and bruises as you move forward in life. We all have. You must develop the ability to get up after being knocked down, learn from the events, and keep pressing forward. How far you reach and what you achieve in life depends on many factors. But the biggest of those factors is you and what you want to do. As I draw to a close, I want to quote George Washington Carver. Be kind to others. How far you go in life depends upon you being tender with the young, compassionate with the aged, sympathetic with the striving, tolerant of the weak and the strong, because someday in your life you will have been all of these. Please think about those words as you go off to tackle the world. Graduates, I love each and every one of you. I will readily admit there have been days that I have not liked some of you very much, but I do love you. I wish you all the best in whatever the next chapters of your life hold. I will be cheering for you and watching what you accomplish. I am sure you will all make us proud. Because you have met all state and local requirements, I pronounce you graduates of Morristown Hamlin High School West. Students and program participants, prepare to graduate.